Assalamu alaikum, Bokai. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. This is the Gambia Football Show with me, Chama, and my co-host, Coach Che. And as usual, you got the fair every Sunday, and then you discuss about the Yengu Gambia football. And joining us in the discussion today, regulars Seni Kanyi and Buba Jallo. But first, but uh, Ise guy, let me give Coach the floor. Mu nuyu suñ mbokk yi then ma invite Buba and Seni. Coach, naka la lu fa demee last week maa ngi gis yaa ngi toj affaire bi wax sa waay wala wax yow ak sa waay da ngi dóor affaire bi bem saf yow ak Seni.
Ciao jërëjëf maa ngi cool maa ngi sant yàlla bu baax a baax a baax nuyu naa di la ziar di jox sa wàccuwaay di nuyu bu baax di nuyu Seni di nuyu suñ audience right now di leen welcome to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel the home of Gambian football. Welcome yet to another program of the Gambia Football Show. Waa Chama yow gars ñu ngi daal yow daal mu nga ñëw baal léegi man maa Seni ñu continuer parce que daal ñu daal man maa daa host.
Waaw nga teg caaj loolu laa dégg Seni foog naa la bàyyi ma ñëw retire ma ñëw jox leen because loolu moo nekkoon suma dream all along xam nga bu maa ñëw di start lii I never wanted to be on this xam nga this hot seat di host ñoom buuba fële ñoom ci xam nga di isi gars yi man dama dee bëgg a nekk si background bi rek xam nga waaye dafa mel ni tey am nañ expert host so naka la bàyyi ma jël a back seat.
But I think last week's one was a good one. At least neexoon na trop. We would enjoy.
Neexoon na. That's wonderful. Anyways, let me bring in Bro Buba. Moom tamit mu nuyu mbokk yi moom tamit last week dafa demoon xam nga dafa demoon noppaleku ji so moo tax last week gisu leen ko so last week it was all about Che and Seni. Bro Buba, welcome back.
Waaw ma ne man laa nuyu di nuyu Che ak Seni ñi nga xam ne ñoo jàppoon lenge yi last week noonu la mu dee mën a dal because xam nga yenn saa yi waxtu bi daf dee xaar foofu ñeneen ñi dal di ñëw jaajëf seen liggéey yu rafet di dal di nuyu tam ñëpp ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi dal di seetaan o ñu nga xam ne tam dinañ dal di seetaan later on parce que nañu bëri tam dañ dee dal di dab programme bi tam so ñu ngi dal di nuyu ñëpp seen comments seen laajte yëpp daf dee am solo loolu moo ñu neexal programme comme ni ne du Che kese rek moo xam football wante comme ne moom moo am opportunité bi pour toog si télé pour toog si radio pour binda wante ñu ko dee déglu ñu itam dañ dee amee bagage yu bëree bëri kon ñun tam always ñu ngi jox gars yi seen wàccuwaay di leen dal di ñaanal jaama.
jërëjëf bro wax nga yëpp tey ni ñu koy defee every week rek dañoo seet what is trending on Gambian football what is trending in Gambian football ñu ñëw discourse yooyu noonu xam nga ñu toj affaire rek yooyu noonu and this week tamit xam nga affaire yi AFCON baa ngi approach is getting nearer and nearer so boobu noonu there is a lot to talk about on that but this week tam gis neen ne one of the greatest legend of Gambian football because football fraternity bi dafa big. It's not just about the footballers. It's not just about the administrators. It's xam nga fans yi am nañ fa seen wàll referees yi am nañ fa seen wàll so this week gis nañ one of the biggest influence in Gambian football Papa Gassama mi ngi retire like call na ne dafa retire at the end of this footballing season but at least his international involvement boobu noonu hang na wisulam bi on that so we will hanga nañ am pour rafetlu Papa Gassama di wonderful career boom over his over a decade of service to FIFA, CAF and Gambian football so foog ñu am pour rafetlu ko he's one of the biggest people when it comes to football loolu noonu is one of the things and then Tom moom fum lifin rek daf dee bëri affaire especially national team bi Tom name na Provisional squad 43-man squad la name and there is a lot of question marks on the squad so dinañ waxtaan about loolu noonu and then we look at the FIFA forward report bu guy just recently la am access to it and I believe that it was recently revealed over the period of 2016 to 2022 xaalis bu gaa jox GFF pour gaa ñu develop Gambian football ak yooyu noonu so we will look at that and finally tamit you said African Cup of Nations preparation bi fan la gaa toll because we all know they had their plans they did their press conference and all those kind of things dinañ seet fan la gaa toll si loolu noonu but fi ñoo dooree rek mooy Papa Gassama and bii dama starté si coach Papa Gassama, if you hear this name, Papa Gassama, what comes to your mind in terms of what is your memory of Papa Gassama?
African legend, not only Gambia. Because he's the first and the only African referee who played in 3 consecutive World Cups. Mustam, the history of African football. So he's no more a legend in the Gambia. He's an icon in entire Africa. And for like 3 or 4 years, he talented Nega best referee in Africa. That's not small. I've had them calling finals, but I Mexico, let's say I CONCACAF, I Asia before play. He was everywhere. You understand? He was among the 13 referees you have at FIFA and every month directly. So listening name boy, we are proud to call him a Gambian after all. So he when it comes to Gambian football, I think he's the one with the highest pedigree, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You understand? Because Momo Agas level wo xamne ben Gambian nek ci football I was level wo no. Understand? Moy the World Cup level. So nañu rafetlu news bi understand di ko ñaanal tamit xam nga di ne Gambie kontaan nañ ci ñoom di ooj tamit président bi tamit mu décorer ko although yaay jame décorer na ko post World Cup bi but di ñam bota because mu ngi retire bota wona ko décorer understand ndax mu motivate other young referees yi ñëw understand let them try to be like Papa xam nga because like Cham lu ma gën ko respect mooy xamona sera naka Anas that referees scandal boom if you know what do you call it document in Ghana. No, it was around Africa. Understand?
Yeah.
Papa was also a target, but he was never caught. Understand? In fact, he was legal. Was referee in business therefore sensitive, therefore critical. Understand? So Lulta was a big plus. You better see African football. Then for lose sense and respect, lose everything. There was this Kenyan referee who was next to Papa, saying Buba. Maybe you could remember him, the guy from Kenya. He was even selected to go to the World Cup, but because of that documentary, Mota Guinea retire. Explore in football. I understand. So Lulu hold this Papa Jala Noko. Understand? Papa Diana Wahamuye, Timon Fetel, Timon Paka, Sidefali, Nedari. What he's a very strong, he has a very, very strong mentality. Understand? Papa Dal Bros, you be power of the While we are happy to call him a Gambian.
Absolutely happy to call you a guy. Happy. And let me go to Bro Buba. Bro Buba, if you hear the name Papa Gassama, but if you hear the name Papa Gassama, what comes to your mind?
Wow. Luma read si Bible yëpp suriwut wante su alquran bi yàlla toujours daf dee wax jikko yu rafet yu niki am at baaxaay yu nga xam ne niki am na ko muy integrity at lu nga xam ne mooy tabe te Papa throughout carrière am na ko dégg naa yaa ngi wax ne decade la romb na decade wante égut to decade am na si lu nga xam ne mooy 16 years refereeing carrière lu nga xam ne mu ngi koo dal di def fu mu jógee village bu mu jógee ñooñu sant nañ ko gërëm nañ ko ku am yërmande la ku uuf young referees itam uuf na leen jox na leen fit jox na leen xam-xam jox na leen téere fu mu jógee tam wax dëgg yàlla na moom dara fu moom Papa Gassama fu mu jógee at fu mu dikka at fu mu toxu nii ñooñu tam ñetti gox yooyu tam na moom dara lu dul baaxaayam ak lu nga xam ne mooy tabeem wax nga ko foog naa si sa introduction bi wala cee wax na ko comme ni moom danoo dal di jot drapeau bu dinaa dal di ikkati si kaw parce que football yi Gambia ñetti génération la génération yi under 17 bi ak under 20 bi ñoom Ibrahima Soxna ak sum génération bii ak pa yu nga xam ne dañ jël seen xaalis dugal ko si football yàlla suuf seera seen kaw wante ne am na time bu nga xam ne woon pa yi nekkantu fi woon under 17 bi under 20 bi daal amutoon lu nga xam ne mooy doole Papa Gassama moo ikkati lu nga xam ne mooy flaki Gambia ikkati ko si lu nga xam ne mooy si kaw record tam yi bari na ba nga xam ne duñ la mën a limal ñaata CAF Champions League lam daal di fu final ñaata Confederation Cup lam daal di fu final ba tam Saudi Arabia wala doon dal di football Saudi Arabia dal di yokku time boobu dañ doon dal jël rifali si across the world papa bokkoon na si loolu kon lu mu defal Gambia jàngal rifali si jàngal young rifali si mais leen fit ba pare tam saa su nekk dafa dal di train a gars yi loolu ba léegi musu ko am musuma waxaa papa tasewuma moom wante yëg naa lu nga xam ne mooy baaxaayam gis naa lu nga xam ne mooy baaxaayam te papa Gassama tam dafa dal di firnde la comme ne journaliste yi fi dal di nekka muy ñoom Jada Haydara muy diplomate yi nga xam ne woon ñu ngi political diplomate leen woon ay docteurs yu baax comme ni domaine bu dal di nekka rek xamal ne am na doomu réew bu baax ku nga xam ne ndoo naa papa Gassama kon ñu ngi koo dal di ñaanal yàlla ba pare tam ba léegi si biir football dafa plan life after football dafa plan life after football tam yahud ndawam bi de wax dëgg yàlla liggéey na wax loolu la ma ne la fu mu jógee at fu mu dikk at fu mu tuxu gox yooyu yëpp xeebalum ko kon ñu ngi koo dal di ñaanal di ko dal di wax ne wax dëgg yàlla de moom yóbbu na drapeau Gambia man ma doon seetaan football di toppa football ngir papa Gassama moo doon dal di officiate nu ma la ko waxee woon under 17 bi ak under 20 bi after 2009 den dal di dee 2010 ba 2020 Gambia football kenn yëgul ko woon papa Gassama dan doon dal di gis papa Gassama suñ ko laajtee rek ñu ne fu nga xam ne muy Gambia lu cee wax ba dëgg la Russia 2018 loolu tardé woon na sama moo tax papa Gassama teelut a play World Cup boobu sax parce que ne linesman boobu dañ ko jàppa si ana scandale boobu tam loolu daf ko dal di affectoon parce que ñoom ñoo doon dal di train ñoo waroon a dem Russia so ñu dal di ko replace loolu taxoon na de sax teelut a dal di play man ma ko waxee rek si all cross of work in the Gambia muy British muy soldier la woo muy docteur la muy lawyer la woo parce que ne gis ngeen ni place yu bëri leen dal di am papa Gassama si wall bi si biir Africa suuflewuñ ko daal kon ñu ngi ko dal di ñaanal ne refal si dal di nekk si ronam tam nen dal buñ dal di am fu nga xam ne mooy waafu kese parce que waafu bi caama du am njëriñ parce que nga gis ne commissioner waafu ñu ne refali waafu neen dem toji ji FIFA neen dem toji ji CAF kon moom tam war na ñëw nekk lu nga xam ne mooy lost football wante ne tam fanweeri at ak ñeneen borom du xale yaramam bi du ko dal di mbéy the challenges of the game di ko dal di mbéy parce que am na all qualities bu nekk ay good refali wante lu nekk rek am na lu nga xam ne mooy retirement ko dal di ñaan wante daal wax dëgg yàlla daal kontaan leen parce que ñoom la seen match yàlla gërëm ñoom la seen match yàlla gërëm ñu am ubbi bunta siisum jàngal xale yi uuf xale yi yóbbu xale yi woon leen yoon bi te gis nga loolu dara wàccul sur lu nga xam ne mooy carrière lu dul lu nga xam ne mooy tabe
jërëjëf bro wax nga jëf ngaase ngalaama let me go to Seni aka papa Gassama suñ ko gisee rek photo bi moo dee ring to many Gambian people's mind to be honest photo bi ni bu mu dee lifin xam nga moom ak Salah we all know Salah was the player of the year for Africa at that time and stuff like that move game beeg yooyu noonu so picture bi dafa it speaks a lot of words but of course this is not the only thing about papa Gassama ni ko bu ba waxee suñ tooree fii di lim achievements am si football dangaa lim dañoo nekk di lim rek du jeex but this was the picture which is very iconic understand like what does this remind you of and how proud are you of papa Gassama?
Before I start, I'm happy to be here. Okay, papa is a legend. I remember 2015 AFCON. He was the one who had Ivory Coast Ghana more for Nekon. So Lulu as a Gambian, I'm happy, understand, because then I was young, 2015 AFCON, you understand again, so I'm happy for him. He's a legend. I still remember his game, Chile, Holland, 2014 World Cup, so mënuñu wax ne daal comme boobu woon ko waxee when Gambian football under 17 in 2009, Papa was the only one who had Gambian flag to the highest level. So we are proud of him. He's taking the Gambian flag to the highest level. And besides Lulu, he's been doing a lot of work time helping those who they are in need, understand. Gislin Lulu Yepfi. So he's a good man. He's a good man and humble as well. So generally, that for me, I'm happy for him. So we are talking of who is going to be the next one. I'm sure Papa look into that as well because continue to learn. We need those who can go beyond Momlum there, understand? But generally he's done a lot for Gambian football. I remember I think in 2016 he was the CAF best um 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 come that them not to the highest level, referee wise. So, we are proud of him. We are really proud of him. So, we wish him a happy retirement. Hopefully, Gambia will be able to have um 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 you know more of him going forward. But again, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for Gambia. You have a referee, you're gonna to the highest level because coming over here, you know, 3 consecutive FIFA World Cups. Lol, that's a that's not a mean feat, understand? That is big for Gambian football. There, coming over here, he's been doing a lot more than anybody. So that we wish him all the best of luck. And inshallah, I'm sure his legacy will continue to live on.
Definitely, his legacy will continue to live on. Let me go back to Buba. When it comes to next, like sometimes success on like saying Dorna di Lal for no sahne. Now we are thinking about who's next, but also what is next for Papa in terms of football. Of course, sometimes we see in England when referees samga suñu hangé seen bourse dañoo dem gaay dañoo dem si yeneen dëkk ay tiba xaalis ak façon yooyu comme ay Saudi Arabia façon yooyu noonu si dëkki arab si di nekk referee foofu noonu because of am nga you can also always continue but with him with his experience I think there is still a lot we can expect from him but at the same time the platform has to be created for him by those running our football to be able to transfer this experience, this knowledge that boom over the last 16 years, like you say, mun ko transfer to the next generation of referees coming. So, how do you think they can create this platform for Papa in the Gambia, and what can Papa do to to make sure he can continue to have impact in Gambian football?
Wow, Papa, am na impact nu ma la ko waxee rek comme ni Steve Trawala rek kenn du ko jiitu training ground bi lu mu bisi su jigee match dafa ñëw séedoo xam-xam bi lu nga xam ne xam-xam bu nga xam ne am na ko pour at lu nga xam ne mooy xale yi parce que moom tam dañ ko dal di teetee moom tam dañ ko jëlee si mbedd bi tam encourage ko loolu mooy nonga banjul doo dee siis nonga banjul danga
dafa leer
mooy bu ma tase woon a seeni rek mu ngi nekkoon xale mu ngi nekkoon almost amatul 18 sax ma bëgg ko yóbbu fooñi sama jox papa ma waxa papa ma ne ko ne bàyyi ma rek ma yóbbu seeni ñu dem dox football mission loolu mooy nonga banjul dañ ko uuf so papa with or without the platform because he is smart he is street smart be pre smart na tam because if in fact sa man don't say sa di VRE referee yu nekkoon AFCON sa man don't say turam because am na that capacity tam so mom CAF dinañ ko create platform FIFA dinañ ko create platform mo dafa depend tam mom yaramam bi tam ak pas-pasam tam because borom njaboot la tam bëgg naa toog si ron jabaram ak si njabooti uuf njabootam dafa dal di depend tam wante ne di platform loolu moom no doubt mu fa from FIFA from CAF because for the longest time amutoon instructors yi nga xam ne ñu ngi jógee woon Gambie nekk Gambian instructors ñuy jël this FIFA license this time so moom tam nekk na gateway bu nga xam ne is a first time referee instructor from the Gambia pour bu lead CAF delegation wala bu lead FIFA delegation parce que nee na ma ko waxee liggéeyam bi FIFA seen bopp in fact mënuma dugga sax pour seet xam naa ne su dal di bàyyee because in fact maa ngi jéem a xool sax is there any write up from FIFA website wala from CAF website loolu yëpp pour dal di màggal la lu nga xam ne mooy liggéeyam wante ne for the platform wax dëgg yàlla gom naa ne plateforme yi war na faa dal FIFA wala CAF dina ko dal di créétal loolu wala tam ba léegi su li fi ne tam mun naa dem South mu nga xam ne mooy Saudi Arabia comme ni gisoon neen Maodo Diallo si at bu es bi lam dal di retire moom tam nekkoon very good referee gis nañ ko tam mu ngi am some capacity building with team Steve bi woon bu dal di dem the rules of the game because lan moo tax ñoom Papa Gassama important mooy di ne place bi nga xam ne ñàkk nañ ko nu fa dee dal di dem muy CAF Champions League CAF Confederation League so ñii nekk na lu nga xam ne mooy ay guidance pour ñu dal di guide li nga xam ne mooy club si or even the rules of the rules of the game wante ne referees yu nekk Gambia wax dëgg yàlla ñoom dañ dee jaamu papa xam nga comme ni jaamu nekk si islam dafa xaraam wante ne du ko dee jaamu de wante like soo nekkee xale nga war a téye loxo Ronaldo wala loxo Messi si réseau bi noonu la referee ndaw yi day xoolee papa te wax dëgg yàlla nu ma la ko waxee toujours daf di su génnee tukki ñëw nii dafa dal di jàngalaat xale itam ba pare dafa toppa progress yi xale itam so this the platform is there wante léegi luñu problème mooy ne referee si den xiif referee si den xiif so referee nag su xiifee nag pour nga dal di ko bribe daf di dal di yomb so this is the rules of the federation ñu ngi wone operation cost ñu ngi wone administration cost ni si FIFA budget bi yëpp am na place bu nga xam ne mooy ñoom ci fu gaay nekk place association bi am nañ fa tomba am nañ fa comba am na referee si comba am nañ university comba so xaalis bi neen dee dundal referee because soo ko dundalutee joxuloo ko pass I mean it leads to a lot of frustration moo tax ñu dee jaay ay games yi nii so referee itam den dal di xiif il faut ñuy créer di next Papa Gassama neen make sure itam referee itam am nañ seen matuwaay because nekku ne rek leen donate vest bu jógee Saudi Arabia ñu donate leen vest from America is beyond that ne leen because si FIFA funds ñu ngi wane capacity neen yóbbu suma referee di daal di jàngi neen am these instructors from the Gambia so loolu moom suñ ko defurutee nag moom ñu ngi bil banque bu lekk bu nga xam ne dina teel a daanu.
Definitely. And Che, final one be on Papa, then you move on to the Tom's provisional squad. Gis nañ like dañ ko dee wax in Gambia, our legends duñ leen dee jox cër bu gaay soxla cër bu gaay disaab duñ leen ko dee jox gis nañ ko fii nii biri gis nañ ko even génération ñoom Ibou Sila génération ñoom Jatou Cissé ñooñu yëpp si xam nga dañ ko dee gis daal duñ dee jox ñoo xamante ne defal neen Gambia massive ñu leen dee jox cër bu gaay soxla de instead xam nga dañ leen dee mën a léegi-léegi sax dañ leen dee disrespect to some extent but in the case of Papa he's a very important he could be a very important person in Gambian football because so amee good platform bi rek su ñëwee contribute lu mu am rek I think he can help Gambia football especially in the scale of refereeing go to another level. But the platform has to be created for him.
Chama, I think I'm not the one na ko leral. Do you know that Papa is a VAR expert?
No, I don't know. You go ahead.
He's among the I think among the 4 or 5 African VAR experts. FIFA Nyolen trade. Understand? According to what I understand, if you reach a certain level in refereeing, so by automatically then you job league at CAF and FIFA. Understand? Normally FIFA Nyolen appoint, but then you allocate then you use confederation being a boga with Mumbi CAF. So he will be an ambassador. Either way, an ambassador. Woman fix mum the fan. He will be an ambassador. That's one. I'm sure that CAF will make a parent rule when it comes to like this training, possibly program things like that. I'm sure that both and Nengo employ. Understand? Learn them way. GFF. Yes, one. Finally, what to call Papa. I know there's a referee association already. Papa is part of it. He's part of it because he's a referee. Understand? But for me, I think someone as of now, then could do see technical department, like technical director. But technical director department, technical department. Therefore, I'm co-hamne is part of the coaching. Understand? Come head of the coaching association, head of players association, head of refereeing association. You form together because those are the technicalities you need in football. The referees, the coaches, understand? The players. Yeah, you see the same. It's administrative. But you know the thing on the field. More new. My commissioners. Understand? The power with his experience and his exposure, understand? I think will be a great help to technical department in Gambian football. Man, I see him best fit in that area. Understand? So there is a lot loo xam ne papa war na ko mën a def. Understand? Te gëm naa dina ko def. Te tamit CV may na ko mu am lu bari comme si kanam tuuti. Because fu mu nekk nii dafa international la bàyyi ngum waaye he still continue dafa lii. Understand? Te papa Gambia comme uy nga ñoom biri ak ñoom ñi nii papa dafa agale boo xam ne Gambia ñu ko doon celebrate man tey luñ dee wax am na tamit AFCON ñu ngi Gambia ñu AFCON mais nag Gambia dem na final ku ne mooy loolu bi nag kuy play final bi la mooy loolu tamit Gambia la understand dafa yóbbu Gambian flag understand foo xam ne Gambian flag musu fa àgg papa bu ko fa yóbbu Morso in dafa leen train na play ay third places but papa dafa exigé dem play ay finals understand comme no play ñetti World Cup bro papa moom Gambian ñëpp ko célébrer ñëpp leen ndamoo papa because of lu mu def
absolutely wonderful
jamono football mission moom sooy dugal moom papa da nga war a gis picture bu mag foofu noonu.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. He has been exceptional. He has been like Africa, like you say, it's not just about Gambia being one of the best in Gambia. He's one of the best in Africa, if not the best in Africa. And you can even extend that to the world because of the impact the world scene made. So go ahead, Papa Gassama, for a wonderful career. Enjoy your retirement and like good luck in whatever step you're planning to take next in your career. And yeah, he needs to be celebrated, and we will make sure that he is very well celebrated. But still, he still have a season to finish in the GFF League. He's there until the end of the season, so we will keep him. We will follow in him. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic of the day, which is about Sinuaji. Coach Tom, name na provisional squad ambi. Provisional squad bi dafa make a lot of waxu bari mu si. But who ba starté moy suñ gaay how you started si GFF suñ gaay am nga na gaay bàyyi ni duma leen ko defee na gaay bàyyi ni foofu lay starté force ma clear boobu noonu sax duma leen may foofu sax na gaay bàyyi ni you like this you have a provisional squad which has been listed for a week or so. And then the only reason why you show it to your people, which is us, the Gambians, is because of CAF has decided to post publicize the provisional squad of every country, and then you decided, okay, now we have to do it. Like, it's so premature. You keep doing these things, and then it keeps coming back at you. You did it at the World Cup. It haunt you, and then you should learn from that and then improve this time and say, okay, let's just put it out there. Whatever they say, let them say it. People, they are entitled to their opinion. But in Gambia, we tend to take information as a liability. Like, if I reveal this information, I am vulnerable. It's not like that. And they should learn from this. That is just always share the information out there. People will always have their opinions. No, that is your job. You have to face it. But at the end of the day, let's go to the squad that Tom named a 43-man squad. Firstly, Coach, what was your impression? What say this be like 43 number be? Were you happy with the number, and what did you put? Lan mooy sa first impression boo gisee number bi daal.
Bëgguma kenn ku ma mere. Laa gis. Tom dafa nekk bëgguma kenn ku ma mere. Mboolem koo xam ne nit ñi wax nañ turam am na jaar-jaar si team bi dama ko listaam. Understand man loolu laa ko gisee. Dafa daw responsibility. Understand mu ngi bëgg a wàññi pression si kawam. Mu tax mu oo ñoo xam ne gis nañoo gis gars yi gis nañoo dégg gars yi am na nekkoon ci place mu dugal leen fa. Understand pour rek lan la bañ wax kenn rek la fa dugalut. Understand tey nit ñi xam ne dugalu ko. Understand te bu indiwu coow mooy Steve. Waaw mu la ñoo xam ne ñu ngi fa ñëpp dugal leen yow am lo ba play boo doon yaakaar pour gis ko te gis nga ko ñëpp fa nekk ñëpp.
use nekkul fa
man de
use
ñu ma yaakaar ñu fa nekk man.
xanaa use ak Baro ñooñu moom daf ñooy pare na si gars yi.
non ñu xam ne ñu pare si ñoom ñu taxu ñoo ñu pare si ñoom ñoo pare si moom.
Seydi
moom
ok ñu dem si Seydi ma dégg Seydi moom lu mu xelaat Seydi what was your thought when you saw the list when you saw the Gambia the 43-man squad is here what was your initial thought?
man xam nga bi moom formality la rek understand because 43 bi moom xam naa dañ ko trim to 27 understand te Tom xam naa ne he knows the players going to the AFCON. Tom xam na ko ba pare so dafa bëgg rek lii mu gën a yaa xam ne sometimes these things help in the CV players, you understand? But again, Tom knows those who are going. I'm not 27, I'm not going. So deadline being start of January. But again, this will be fine. Players, yes, I'm part of that. But again, he knows the ones going. Say, I'm not. Actually, you'll be able to tell me the 27. We already know it. Understand? So we know that. Fine. Again, but I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's
not a big deal. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you are 27. You keep mentioning 27. Actually, 23 like I want to name, but from GFF send post B. It means yes. Tom will name a 27-man squad. Gambia will send a 27-man, technical like squad. Unlike some countries are sending 25 countries minimum, you have to send 23, but you can extend it to 27. So let's see what he do. But like you say, I think you are absolutely right because of even because he made an interview recently where he mentioned the players that you will be going for. More one of the players they are already in the team. So just what interview we can list basically the players who are going, which is fun. But now let's look at the list. Let me bring on the list and then we go through it. That's not the list. That's the list. Okay. That's the list. But we both know Ben what he was like. You catch it all in here. Both know after that. Coach, here is the 43-man squad. Actually, it was 46. From my point, from what I see from the CAF list, because Gambia, I guess you number, so then could delete after. Like you see, a list of 46. I'm not number, so you can be 41, 42, delete. So there was a chance. Maybe you're Steve for one. Who knows? Maybe Steve, I use him occupy on space. I don't know. But just me being silly. Okay, limo list bi. Gis neen a lot of new names you find nega. Ku melni Adama Bojang, ku melni Babu Njai, these are all new names. But on a realistic point of view, do you expect to see any new name being in the final squad? Of course, 23 the land scope. Don't forget we have an extra 4 to add. So do you expect to see any new names to be a part of the traveling party to Ivory Coast? Coach.
Like almost 60, almost years now. Is it 5 years?
Wow.
Almost 5 years. You got up to the cabin. Tom look what of clear. Could play with test match, play competitive game. Talk less of tournament. Understand? So, Nina had that Muslim guy, Bruce on the board, the new. Tom, you more young for. Understand? So, Tom, do one team, Ben squad fee, surprise. For more. So, I'm talking about drop. Tom name squad more surprise. Hana English am ci digante bi de o pol am ci digante bi waye man dal man mi wax ni man gis na tom lan la bo yobde
yo gis nga ko Seni sa boy bi fo nga ne def say how optimistic are you ne ko boole ci list bi Adama young Adama Bojang.
I don't think so he's going to AFCON. I don't think so, come coach num ko waxe fogna he's going to go with his team, understand? Team bo xamne
usual suspects.
Yes, but I don't think our star will be going to the AFCON.
Wow. Let's wait and see. But yeah, I quite agree with you guys. But other thing too, my the recall of some some old players ñoo xamante ne gis depuis AFCON balaa maa dem si ñoom Youssoufa Bob ak ñoom Souleymane Mar boobu la ñoo mujjee. Let's talk about ñoom Cheikh Sibi, Ibrahima Jaaju Steak, xam nga those players. Ibrahima Dabo, of course, moom tamit injury la amoon for a while, but he is one of the trusted players, so I would expect him to be in the traveling party. I would expect him. That is my take. Xam nga yeah, players yu ngi yoon a gis ñoom Ali Sow xam nga Ali Sow tamit won xam keneen koo xam ne they cause a lot of headlines in Gambian football. Starting from the goalkeeping department. So you are not expecting CSCB and Ibrahima Jaaju Steck with the season they had, they cannot break through the three that he usually go with. Okay.
I believe Steck has a chance. Ibrahima Jaaju has a chance. Because this last time we general responsibility move Ben Kenya, how to call it, this guy, Bakary, because of my own playing time. So if he is bold enough to do that to Bakary, I believe that he will be bold enough to push Ibrahima Jaaju, because of that he has been not only the best goalkeeper in the country, but the best player in the league he was playing. Understand that? CSCB issue it's not with Tom. CSCB JFF is our problem. Yeah, I know after AFCON that video bu gaay def ñoom CSCB ñoom Ibrahima Sona ak gaay
yeah
ona ñoom Bek problème bi ñooñu JFF la am problème amuñu top problème ona so loolu mooy te xam nga ku jëlee JFF rek ona moom ne yow woon jotee nga ñëpp si Gambian football so loolu moo si nekk te CSCB had a wonderful season.
Absolutely.
He hasn't played
back to back clean sheets. Back to back clean sheet. Démb rek mi ngi am beneen clean sheet. Midweek bi am na clean sheet. He is having clean sheets for fun this season with his club, and they are even on track to qualify for the Serie B to get promotion to the Serie B. But anyways, continue.
Exactly, because Bakary ak Toldo they are not getting the minutes. Understand? So ñoom ñaar definitely they deserve to be there, but man su ma xoolee maybe Ibrahima Jaaju Steck dina am chance.
Yeah, I'm chance. Another position, Seni, it could be tricky going into the African Cup of Nations. Left back, we have options there. Like when I say options, I mean in the provisional squad, we see there is at least 4 players who can play left back. Ibu Toure, Jacob Mendy, Ismaila Jom, and then the new one coming, Bakary Njai, whom I don't expect to be part of it. He play MLS. So it's gonna be between those 3: Ismaila Jom, Jacob Mendy and Ibu Toure. Of course, recent qualifiers, Ismaila Jom start Bena, Jacob Mendy start Bena. But if you look at the dynamics, of course, Jacob was the better one in terms of the game boom play than Jom because of Lindon was Jom. Yep. If you look at the dynamics, but the family Jom like Tom Gena trust in terms ahead of that qualifiers, Jom like you more trust me. So it could be a tricky one. But what do you see Tom doing in that area? Seni?
Well, for me, I think 2 ways to start. That's Ibu. Jacob Dinadem. For Jom, I'm not too sure Dinadem, considering critics, but I think Jacob, they stand the chance of going. Funjai, I'm not too sure, considering the first one boom receive. I'm not on one of a plan. It's not a competitive match, do I invite you, you understand. Test games from the manager a chance. But I don't think he stands a chance. But for me, Tom is going to take Toure and Jacob to the AFCON.
To the AFCON. Okay. So who will make up the back 4 and then the right back spots? What's your take?
Back 4 bi moom yaakaar naa ne Buba Timba.
Centre backs, not back 4. Centre backs and the right backs. Yeah.
Omar Colley, Boubacar Sané, Timba, James Gomez, Alaji Sen.
That would be your pick. No Sonko?
No Sonko mo foog nga jël ko so dafa play right, dafa play center.
Ak 6.
Waaw. Waaye
Wala 6 de.
Dafa am ko bàyyi xel na mu ngi ci division ba ko xool nii. 6 si ñaar jël nañ ko.
No, seriously, I never see this with Jelinko. Never see provisional squad.
Yeah, kidding. You are joking. You are joking.
He's a fine player.
Yeah, definitely.
He-
Definitely.
Mhm.
So you want to
But
come
yeah,
back
so it's what seriously, so it was so what will you do with him? Like koi gene si release be.
So even since I'm not getting a
Okay. Yeah. But let's see how they play 6 times. He's versatile moment. I mean, if I play 6, if I play center back. So
While
yeah.
listen to the Monaco position one the full or league 100% full.
Popular. Wow, definitely. Because of size, boom, jail, moment. If I get like if I get a punk also.
Exactly.
There's a question more about like.
Okay, go ahead. Before you jump to midfield, be. Because midfield be the question mark shape nega.
Exactly. Xam nga ñu ngi wax ne national team, Gambia national team, which they zenith of our football. What is the criteria to select players for your national team? You see, because sometimes we're talking about Gambia, do they do this or not? No, so question me that some help. What is the criteria to select a team for your national team? Because national team then what? You do not have a team. This is the highest level of Gambian. So you know, I sometimes when they talk, you know, the question myself concerning these things. You know?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't necessarily think any country will have a criteria, except the coach will have a criteria. Like the coach himself will have a criteria, because even much more exactly
and the technical department of the federation. Together.
Exactly, together. But at least the coach will have the final say, at least when it comes to, because more coaches live and die by their decisions. Understand? Because of so they have a bad job, what happens? They sack you. It's very easy. We see it where football is a serious business. If you don't do a good job, they sack you. But as you are not happy with the conditions you need to take as a coach, goodbye. So it's either way, terminate contract. We have seen it happen in football. For coach had enough of it, mobile, because of system work. Voila. Full technical side, they are not happy with the coach, what he's doing, then you gain it. We have seen that numerous times. It happens like over and over and over again. So at the end of the day, for me, it's about the coach. It's about the coach having his criteria. And as far as I can tell, the coach of the Gambia, he does not necessarily have a criteria. It's all about the players he trusts. Maybe that's the criteria. That's the one you will use as his criteria. These are the players I trust. So no matter what, if they are 59 years or they are 79 years, I will still bring them because they are the players I trust. That's how I see it. But anyway, coach, if you wanna, add something to that, please go ahead.
No, come you can tell ka wangali wala wa here. Understand? Criteria mo ko yin ko ko le chaun ko yin ko le ame. Understand? Ko yin ho learning boy, yung football boy play. Bon play la guy boy indi. Understand? Come in our case, trust la. But in other countries, I alu say them ni dañ jawo ay mbira amna players dañ play sen club sa daf leen jël. Understand? So mun lo specify li mo criteria. Even gis nañ ko ba England Southgate Maguire amut team dañ amut playing time do play this guy time Kelvin Phillips understand te terew daf leen jël ci national team bi so to me it's something personal mun nu la ko jàppe ko ñu mooy decide moom lan la bëgg def waaye du ñàkk tamit technical director bi tamit dina am tamit plan boo xam ne dafa lii mooy na ko ci ne lii lañ war a try pour def because of moom moo amee technical days of the national team of the football in the country naka lañ bëgg a football mu doxee understand so loolu moom is something loo xam ne I think is subjective now.
It's subjective, absolutely. It's absolutely subjective. You dem see midfield, two biggest questions here, or even I could say. One of them is of course Solmar is there. Aksuma Stabi. Did I where is his name? Okay, he's there. He's for Bob. Suma Stabi. Honestly, just Tuesday or Wednesday, I recorded chair. I was so happy with Magi saying sign a contract. You haven't got your full man Simon. Magi saying sign a deal with the team. Even though Team Boom Steinal is not the team that I envisage he should be playing for, but at least to see him there, I'm the club I'm not that chance to take that step again, to climb up the ladder again. I'm so happy for that, just to have an opportunity, because I know what a quality of a player he is. But more list, because this list was made way prior to Bungo sign contract Gambia. So regardless of that contract, Sanko, he was gonna be in that list. And that is a big
Some mic dem na de.
Suma mic with them now. Yamadega. Well, okay. Anyways, go ahead on Yusuf Abo and the midfielders, then I will try to sort this out. Che.
Wow, lay ma la de.
Yeah, go ahead. Afabeli yosa for mo amon call de. Yeah, Afabeli nga amon call bu don duga de.
Okay, and ma do not disturb.
Yeah.
Langa don wax deg mo la won don wax.
No, man la about Yusuf Abo. About Yusuf Abo la ne kon de wax. His name being in the list. Jaguar suma star bi. Understand? Mo gisee ma ne. Waaw ma ne moo gisee daf ma jaaxal bi ma ne dama war a dem record wax naa loolu noonu si diggante bi fa nekk ne dama busy woon rek after moo tax mënuma koo def waaye bëggoon naa ñu record si instant boobu noonu because share suñ thoughts ak yooyu noonu. But about the midfielders, Youssoufa Bob, Suleiman Mar, we all know how important they are to the system that Tom plays. Like that is not the question. But their involvement in the squad is another question whenever it happens to whatever player it is. I'm not gonna lie what I'm not gonna watana ma ne ko man si yaa ko aminte ak hanga suñu star la lu ma ko buga su fekkoon ne amul club di play ak mi ngi nekk si jamono bu mu nekk nii man personnellement bëgg ma ko gis si suñu national team bi so su ma mel ni noonu si moom noonu lay mel si every single player bu fa nekk. So I was really surprised to see him. Jaguar has not been playing for more than a year, almost 2 years, no club. Can you to be honest, this feels like an insult to the national team to have him in the team. Despite no more Melsimon. But anyways, what are your thoughts on the midfielders you Tom select? And Nanga from them.
Chama, first of all, Tom what a chance this time around. Parce que yow ñi nga dajal opponent nga dajal la yow dajalo Mauritanie dajalo Guinée Bissau dajalo Sierra Leone understand dajalo Burundi yaa ngi daje ak Sénégal Cameroun ak Guinée Conakry Pape Matar Sarr nga xam ne mooy lembe Angleterre jamono yi nii midfield Tottenham kooku ngay dajal so kooku mu loo ko indi ko pare ngut daf ko faa génni Lamine Camara Idrissa Gana Gueye ñu ngay dajal si midfield Pathé Ciss Sénégal ñu nga seen midfield bi understand nga dem Cameroun tamit c'est la même chose Guinée the same thing so amul benn excuse bu ñu mën a jox nañu ni play som ne ñu ngi play lii di Souleymane Mar lii di Youssoufa Bob ne ñu abal understand Ibrahima Dabo mun na ko man support naa ñu jël ko because am na playing time right mu play recently injury waaye play na ay suma jumut cam war naa almost 10 games
yeah mi ngi play living the last 2-3 games mi ngi start dafa demaati woon injury si diggante bi mu loo xam nga bu mu juwaatee sax mi ngi start di play against ay Liverpool fële ne léegi so he is competing for him so I'm not even mentioning his name.
Okay, Seydou Kane tamit mun ma understand what is the problem with Seydou Kane understand he's getting the numbers and the minutes understand with his club on ko waaye use ko ba léegi understand Ibrahima tamit is struggling to have playing time so man daal Tom la rek mooy problème waaye solo man la naa pick a different midfield because Sékou Touré dañ ko rejet noonu la luñ bokkee koñ moo tax may wax loolu what come on he's playing week in week out for Grenoble foot even minutes
mi ngi injury woon nag mi ngi injury woon but mi ngi injury woon for the last since September like September, October, no, like he has been like the only game we play for the last 10 games was their last game. We played 26 minutes, but he's back anyways. Yeah, go continue.
Why come they go overside? Understand?
Absolutely.
Kiri Bombalay neko to player. Mo lu ndey play sa Bombalay du ko play. Understand? So moy lol dal, but dal Tom la because yow da nga wasa wax Tom indi leneen waaye comme ni ko dee caamu su bëggee ñu fi di lim kon ni ko bëggee dina xaw a guddal fa naa la ñu def daal comme ni koy defee rek ñu génne suñ 23 man squad bu ñu yaakaar ne Tom di o very soon
definitely yaa ngi mel ne Ibu Adams tamit like recently mi ngi am xam nga foo startam Cardiff si championship bi Bax Blue last time mi ngi ñëw si space bi mu ñu jox a very good rundown about Ibu Adams his problems because depuis bu mu demee Cardiff xam nga dafa amoon ACL injury and stuff like that we all know not necessarily ACL dafa amoon a knee injury it was not an ACL balaa ma fee like maa code wrong bi mu amee injury boobu noonu almost a year la ko keep out and then si diggante boobu noonu Cardiff change nañ coach 3 times understand coach bu ko bëggoon nekkaatu fa beneen coach ñëw na beneen coach ñëwaat na so beneen coach bu ñëw nag has a new system has his own ways so it's become difficult for him to break into the squad but still he keeps playing like they play cameo appearance recently I'm now a 4-star si championship with Cardiff which is something good for him so hopefully moom tamit ngeen dem yaa ngi wax tamit ñoom just parce que ngi fii nii they are playing in a league we are talking about the Swedish league at the top of the the top of the Swedish league system they play at the top and then we are still relying on players playing at the 4th tier of the same league system xam nga te kooku players yu nekkuñ di def foofu noonu di toj foofu noonu ak there's a lot of problems that you nekk di face but like Suleiman Mar xam nga rumors yi déggoon nañ ko already dafa he was invited bi suba boobu moom came as a shock expect ma ko woon but bu Suleiman Mar was already expected because waxoon nañ ko li fi last week si space bi xam nga am nañu waxoon nañ ko foofu noonu already Seni like
Yes.
what do you see in the midfield be like what are your thoughts on the players on the list like on the provisional squad
Well,
you hold on to space last time be
yeah, those invited, but Yusufa Bob. Well, surprised to me honestly because come no go away, he wasn't playing for 1 year plus. Understand? So if I'm gonna call to this list, I mean that will raise questions, obviously. But again, Tom, and we know those he trusts, understand. But Suleiman Mahatamit, he's without a club. But again, come Maluma Gom national team, you call players who are playing. Man, Lulago. Because, national team, you don't have that luxury to, do a lot of things, understand? So, that time, hopefully, them because, starting at the a lot of games, understand? But for Yusufa Bob Momka, it's really a shock to me. But again, being there with a definite list. So we see how it
Yeah.
goes in this way.
Absolutely. We wait and see what happens, what transpires. And other midfielders, my Mamadou Bajo, hopefully he must on si xam nga nekkoon na si squad bi si recent camp bi. So hopefully that is enough for him for Tom to call him into the final list. I'm sure ku mel ni Hamza Bari answer na. Mamadou Bajo. Lan la wax Mohamed
Mahmoudou
Mahmoud,
kooku suma
sa star la dama check BI YouTube channel am bi BI mi ngi post a video
gis naa ko
it was really good about him
Yeah.
because I got to watch a lot about Musa Jara tamit because I have been following him but mënuma wanna sit down a lot about him hit na ay benn one clip nga am but after moo ko sitaane bu baax a baax because he also could be the future of Gambian especially because left-sided centre back la mi ngi play seen team mi ngi play as a left-sided centre back and su nekkee nu progress mu nekk demee foofu noonu su ko mu ne up mu dem to other level of course that is not the topic but watching him there rek mu ma wane okay we have a hope on our left-sided centre back ci nga naka waaw
Chama kesi Musa loolu waxam nga may wax benn 1 minute rek ma wax la dara
okay waxal
Musa suñ doon ok in 2019 mooy at balaa Covid bi dugg si asini Covid was mu ngoon mari moom mu faa train waaye duñ ko dee pick understand ma ne ko raka may wana ma ne ko right now Marimo du sa team Marimo is not a developmental team no Marimo team for Marimo dafa indi already play pour mu play la Marimo amul time pour develop la te you are very young you have potential. You are a left center half. You are young, you are tall, and you are physically imposing, and you are very aggressive. Understand? You are gonna go just strike. They would have advice at that time. I'm on Red Hawks. New Red Hawks.
Yeah.
Means we develop. Understand? So we contemplate. No. After 2 years. Understand? Now last year, after 3 years, Magis, Bayana Red Hawks, Mudem Hawks, like a team. My name Hawks, for 3. Galako, get a Hawks. May because of chair, more advice only. Understand? We need Wabomansa, you am sitting Marimo, Agman, Axadi, what time was I moving on Hawks? Never chair, using player. What time was a Bayana Hawks? Understand? After Mokolko, Munoz Monday, you watan. Monaco Del Water Marimo. Bukmo Choam. Going in the register. I register was on some games. When you play Nevetan last year, Maya, you do good to us. Imagine how look at you do good to us. Duran plays, he was not a regular player, he's on a team. You test game with BST Galaxy. Because I'm like Monaco to Ablagis, Malaco, the fly you. Namoyaga. We have played this game. Agent Mikis correct. Barde. Dem na Nigeria, dem na Ghana, dem na even Kenya, sir. But Lumel a left center half who is young, imposing, understand, and good on the board. No, test match, test match. Like I see Jile Musa. Basically, I'm well option to register.
Yeah.
I want to say that.
Malafil. Yeah, interesting.
Lima fu moy ne like comme dama ndamode waye dañoo wax xalé ñu farlu ci li ñoo def. Sometimes it's good nga dem down pour nga mëna achieve li nga bëgg achieve. Dëgg la first division ñoo play first division, but sometimes we have to be serious ourselves. We are not ready to play in certain team because you cannot be recognized if you are not playing. Kesi Musa dafa jël sama advice after all gi wacce bopam gëna pour mëna am lu bëgg.
Absolutely.
I have been playing Monaco play Nevetan. You only played four league games. So I'm only play Nevetan. Pumuna Nyonesia, Monaco P. Kisna that I won't play no more in
Absolutely. But it was so shocking. When he went, BST Galaxy directly from the Gambian League them to the second division, of course, in Slovakia. For them, they start straight away. Understand? And then, actually, I will not say straight away, but boom, do get team, don't they start? He never stopped. He will just keep going. Like, we start every week. Why? Until you watch him. And then, like you say, the qualities you yeah.
Wow. Lerek Monaco for Lerek la manke won. Moy dafa ragal. Comme ragalayam mo taxaw mu agressif. Comme lo xamne dafa taxaw play dafa ñew naw sa kaw glisser la. Lolu ragal mu ko dé cause. Afa mo ne ko sometimes you just need to use your body to gain the ball. You don't need to pull down sa. Mota bum sayne bum lifine dafa call din video call fi may toga din dimna ko sa ko ba ngi ni ci rek mu je téléphone ma waxon nga ma li de mané ko yalla baax fo la mom ba légui ma mom loolu lañ wax mané ko gën na liggéey lu ci kanam rawul bot parce que tamit xam nga man tamit do dé bu nga waxa xalé yi lu bari ci fana bobu no ndé bo bay gay demal sen bop understand nga
Absolutely. Wow. Interesting story about him. But anyways, let's continue. But I was shocked to be honest. When I saw him playing every minute.
Musa, ñu bari gomuñ ko. Mo digënté mo la won ko tay. Mom ci bo xamna lu. Understand? Man dama ko yaaka gom parce que chama I did identification. Def na ko. Xamna lan lañ dé require players. Understand? Man xamone na ne mom amna a very big chance to make as a pro.
Absolutely. Let's say center back is one of the most like looking at new in football. Like a left-sided football, and everybody can play center back. Like it's very rare.
Musa Musa is almost 6'1", 6'2". and he
No,
will grow.
Mama,
Because
I think Mama Susa. I think 6'2", 3". 6'2", 3". But he's tough, yeah.
Hale bu ndaw la pare he's very muscular. Understand? Pare am na good shot power tànka mi neene. Xam nga. And he's aggressive touchy. He's aggressive. So he has all the attributes. But I don't think he's ready for the game anytime now. Nañu so 20 first because man feel when Musa wara ne ko def nanka rek.
Absolutely.
Kimpembe.
Yeah,
Mooy Kimpembe.
My Kimpembe guy. That's nice to hear. Seni, ñu continuer si squad yi tombi. Anga ñu ngi jaarale la fee. But anyways, ñu dem si forwards midfielders yi I think I think ñu bari ñu ko wax we have about 12 forwards 1 2 3 12 forwards. Of course not everybody is a striker, somebody will play at the right, somebody will play at the left and stuff like that, but we have 12 options to play in the 3 forward options yu am. But as we know, Nico guy over here, he approaches game in a defensive way. So to see him name all these forward players in the provisional squad, like, it did not tally well with what he does as a coach. What is your take on the forwards, Sini?
Well, man, well, these are names you have in the national team, you know. Babouka Job, didn't call this squad, you know. He's a player, he's a hero. Why, you know, come you buy, you know, you know, but again, he could be there. I think, you know, he stands a chance because, you know, considering 2021 AFCON qualifiers with Gambia, DR Congo, he scored the equalizer, you know, you understand. You have Adama as well, you know, still young, he's a star, you know, so at least, you know, Dembo Dawata Mover, you know, he's doing well, you know, and Juara Tamit, you know, this one go with his club, you know, Mungetla he's back, you know. So again, but man, you know, Kalambi mom, you know, we're going to see names you Hamlin colleagues, you know. Yeah.
That is Musa Baro, Aliou Fadera, Ibrahima Koli, Asan Sise, Bada Mosi. Ablai Sanya, of course, Yango Minte. I think those are the names that Ablai Jallo. Yeah. But a very a name Mohammed everybody wanna see, like, except Tom, of course. I don't think any Gambian will Ali Sow. Everybody wanna see him in the squad. Like, we follow Gambian football, wanna see Ali Sow in the national team playing, right? Except maybe the coach. And look, I'm ñom ñaar seen digante, ñom ñaar ñoko xam. But of course, we all know from the outside that there has been some issues, ñom ñaar seen digante.
Yeah.
But in terms of talent, in terms of performance, in terms of qualities, you are Ame. People keep saying that.
In the squad.
We don't have anybody as good as him.
Absolutely.
He should be there, right?
Absolutely. He should be there, Chama. He should be there. I'm gonna come national team la. Li could negotiate with an team. You know, you understand. So we need to present the topmost, you know, have the quality to, you know, take our national team to, you know, to another level.
The next level.
For him, you know, come now he should be there, but you know, could be, you know, has the vision, you know, more you know, you understand. So you know, we hope, you know, them, but again, you know, Tom is Tom. So
you
know those ways. You know,
si Tom la des hanga Aliso throw na ko under the ball. Why Aliso daf ko def bo fa bu metti because bobu mo nek player bo xamantene is completely different. Dafa uti ak ñom Steve sax. Even though Steve is a public ni ci den ko buga. Why Aliso like daf dey jox Tom big because everybody is daf dey nek behind Aliso because of quality sila. No mo ko dey waxe because of quality sila. But suma waji mo mi ngi ci bera bi boy nga wacca liggéey xana Che. Waaye suma boy bi waaw yow bay ma tegangum la si background.
Dama doon ne ataya sama boobu waral meeting. Waaye maa ngi dégg Chama. Yaa ngi interesting. Seni yaa ngi wax important na Seni nag. Yow yaa fil ne gaa yi xam nañ ko de. Bukunto. Buwa Diop. Buwa Diop is one of our super subs Gambia. Momo naka ndo to Bambalay. Bukunto musuma gis game Gambian mu play Gambia am game bon. Man de musuma ko gis ma Chama. Su dee gis nga ko wax ma. Even AFCON bi sax against Mali la duga against Mali bu mu duggee mu def na impact xanaa moo ko penalty bi against Mali def na impact against Tunis def na impact
waaw Gabon tamit
suñ qualifié ñu na Gabon moo equalize ñoo Benin tamit ñoo Congo la Congo ñoo Gabon ñoo Congo tamit equalize na ñoo Benin tamit ñoo dugay 3-1 skona moom moo jaamaano ak Ablaye ak Lamine Diallo Beck
so da ngeen expect pour si ko si squad yi si name tom name ko because of so c'est
su ko indi amul benn problème
amul si benn problème but anyways we will do
the am place am ne comme even su nekk si top level team sax they always deliver when they come to the national team
Maodo Bouba Diop waaw moom deliver waaye option si am fa nag mi ngi am option foofu noonu because soo seetee Moussa Baro fa am nga Aliou Fadiara Ibrahima Koli Assane Cissé Bada Mosi Ali Sow Abdoulaye Sagnang Yango Minde Yango Minde was not part of this core group now like Yango Minde dafa start like I don't man su ma nekkee coach bi dafa start am nga so waaye man duma coach bi so nga am player bu mel ni ni man duma coach bi de waaye bu tam la de doo dee xam de da nga dee ba des but loolu mooy lifin bi provisional squad yi tom bi I think waxtaan bi du neex léegi ba su génnee 27 man ci teamam bi because bii nii even though we kind of know but it will be more productive suñu waxtaanee si team boo xamante ne loolu la neem so we will wait until they return from their camp in Saudi Arabia I don't know na players yëpp la ñoo yóbbu si camp bi 43 man bi yëpp Gambia chapter leen de mun nañoo yóbbu ñi yëpp biir Saudi Arabia ñu dem camp foofu noonu ba pare suñ paree te mu pic waaw boobu affaire la de because foog naa ne Saudi am na luñu leen amal nañ leen package waaye xaw ma package bi nu mu fa demee xëy na ay hôtel ak façon yooyu noonu and even nu ko kii doon waxee Moussa Cissé Saudi joxuñu leen xaalis comme nañ leen fayal lu ñu leen war a fayal yëpp so ñoom dañoo dem gaa ñu use those services kind of I don't know na foofu la flight ticket bi bokk and all those kind of things I don't know so let's wait for the final squad gaa yi dinañ ñëw Gambia you guys will get the chance to see them unfortunately I will not but you guys will have the chance to see the boys train in the stadium I'm not I cannot wait for that one get in the stadium
it's gonna be good
ma ne ko géej nga stadium xam naa yaakaar nga boy si ñëw pour seen training camp yeeg yooyu noonu su ñëwee xam nga
stadium Thursday Friday ma amoon test game
yow si gannaaw yow si paag bu bon boobu nga ne ma yaa nga fa lay wax man waxuma la paag boobu ma daan play noonu si gannaaw noonu si boori basketball court bi loolu ma daan stadium ñu wax stadium
anyway Chama it will be nice nag to be honest it will be nice but people are getting seats yaa ngi baax ñu ngi fix seats yi ba ngi nice foofu on ta waaye inshallah stadium bi bon na
outside bi de
pendir sa agut boy stadium boy mais li mu dañ kaaf ban ñu ne la lu ñu play but they need to do something about the stadium right now because waaye comme am nañ chance gis leen understand naa try mo ko yàlla yombale mu mun a gis gars yi soobee yàlla waaw mu si plan bi
waaw definitely yaa ngi si biir
on the 7
yeah definitely Seydi naka la yaa ngi si biir
yeah sure yeah of course you know gisuma guys since 2020 xam nga last home game
waaw
let's be on can you know it's going to be an occasion
absolutely
Chess
waaye dama nga Thiès yow loolu yàggut Thiès yeah definitely bu jaamaano di jam gaay noonu su Sudan
Asan ak kii ak lakabara maa ñëw jël leen pictures période bi maa ngi foon
yaa ngi baax kon waaye anyways ñu jaala tamit waxtaan about the AFCON si boppam 22 days less than 22 now but maa ngi ci ba picture bi sa oncle Che Ibu Faye boobu la gars yi def si face bi how ma ndax bii dina market gars yi ben leen doolal si beneen yokkal cere de dooli si ñeex bi de ni ko gars yi waxee biyaay lu mu ko waxee dañu gars yi nga kanam yoo xam ne ñoo leen bëgg a gis suñu leen gisee ñoo kontaan pour teg xaalis xam nga waaye am nga cere lañ fa teg this time Just call all Gambians to support the team and be part of the process. Let's be part of the process. Yeah, if you can support, nakala, donate nga guy. Sa uncle music can be. Boy, you're gonna donate. Africell. Yo, bossy Africell. You're gonna donate that.
Qui bosse Africell?
Let's.
Anyway,
anyway,
every day going in the eye, you get flyer the countdown. Understand? But I've already said my bit about this NCC. Understand? So we do what I repeat that. On Monday, on Star TV. Understand? You want to discussion about it. I don't read comments from Facebook. Understand?
Yeah.
There are certain comments from it. It was very, very important, very interesting. I'm not going to like if JFF do not respect the public's opinion, why do they need the public money? Understand? I'm not going to but because of JFF, so they are send Facebook page, so they against her, then they block.
Yeah, they block. Yeah. I said, boss, nakala, camera. How much? Babugar.
Kamara.
They block guy.
Yeah,
Sebab kau tahu dia go blog on dia, kau tahu kau fiwan Habib. Dia Habib boleh guy, wala kala. Agak Habib
anyway, you get complain, you get and then you guys want to last halis again. But I'm funny understand. This is not DFF, this is the NCC. Understand? Funny you understand loolu. Te chama, ma yaakaar ko te na ko wax last time ma ko was saying. GFF lu gaay bot seen boobu dafa bari te government dañ leen seetaan at the same time the government tamit amuñ xaalis te there are other important things du gën a important football health system bi education yëpp mu ngi si boobu government bi understand so there are so many things yoo xam ne daal mooy loolu waaye man lu ma daal is very simple the NCC should have been more creative and more transparent if they were transparent in the last AFCON because the time we are pulling Agafi, but Gamen you call since September 10. Why waiting? But this is among guys over the lady.
Just a month before AFCON.
Yeah.
Just a month before. Hanga the same thing like repeat that. Buma duge si squad tombi. Lola la wa. Mayala ñun Gambia ndey feel suñu joxe information, then they feel vulnerable. Like jox naa ki information léegi am na daf maa dem uñi daf maa dem xam nga daf maa dem weeri daf maa dem defini daf maa dem definitely but at the end of the day you are working for people and if you are working for GFF you are working for the whole country, you are working for the whole nation, so you have information. If you are working for the NCC you have the whole country. And then xam nga lu si gën a funny like dafa mel ni intertwine xam nga ñu dee wax intertwine comme course xam nga course jigéen ñi ñu dee course noonu affaire ji daf dee combine xam nga benn ligne bi la rek xëy na da ngaa génne buum waaye soo génne woon buum bi sax xëy na buum bi dafa nekk benn buum noonu la gaay mel NCC ñoo nekk di gis foofu noonu the same people the same faces nga fa nekk di gis xam nga NCC bi from last NCC bi ak NCC bi lu fa utee bari wut de in terms of technical living, at least from the DFF side, almost the same people ñoo fa nekk. So basically, how can people be trust? How can people trust this kind of people? Still, you did what you do last time, and then you continue to do it, and then you even continue to do the same thing in your own system. Hanga mention nako. World Cup bi, under 20 World Cup bi. Lay bo yang bum génnee provisional squad am bi. Dañ ko baña génné. Lu xew? Bi ay mo ñu jox link bi, right? Moo ma ne Kafri FIFA release nañ ko si leen prépare loolu noonu ñu post ko bu ñu ko posté fan la gars yi toolu xam naa ne dañoo mata seen baaraam yi su ñëgoon ñu release ko
dañ ma attaque
yaa ngi dégg
dañ ma attaque si plateforme bi jëbi Gambia Fans Forum bi naan ne bala ngaa génne dara you have to be sure of what you are doing comme because ñeneen ñi comme mooy yama ngi xam Gambian rek soo nekkee indi book soo bëggee nekk book opposition da ngaa jëm attaque ñi nga xam ne you feel ne ñu ngi go against the how do you call it GFF but that was not the case man li ma def has nothing to do with politics understand it was there on FIFA ma jëlee ko FIFA ñu jëlee ko FIFA ñu publish ko so what have you done now GFF ko duga
absolutely nothing Yeah.
Ni
And then,
nga wala xal GFM ko breaking news bi. Non.
yeah. Don't like I repeat that. Actually, I'm gonna mention my book must do bari rek. Why even this time the African Coordination Squad they revealed their provisional squad after Bukaf reveal. And lolum lawa, we were like the only reason we will do it is because of like it's like what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with information? It's not your information, just reveal it out there. And the same thing like NCC banging me. You went to the African Coordination. To be more funny, sir. You ask people to help you get to somewhere. Of course, you need to definitely sir. But you are still working for those people. You like you owe them explanation of whatever you do. Understand? So I'm a report. So defé dara nga ñu ni leen defé su ko defé next time so ñëwaté sax di ci ne ci sawarat way fu nekk ni kenn sawarut ci seeni
demal Ministry of Youth and Sports or demal Sports Council di nga gis report foofu loolu la ñu defoon
loolu la sa boss wax di Moussa Cissé bu nekkee Star TV I commented about that because actually kum àndaloon I cannot remember the name sorry for that but kum àndaloon kum nekkaloon defal show bi together ak Boutam is part of the NCC I believe maybe is his assistant mu ne gaa yi ngay gërëm jaaykat yi gerte yi gaa yi ngay gërëm jaaykat yi life nii seen boutique bu si gaa yi dugal jaaykat yi marché yi kong yeeg yooyu noonu seen boutique bu si gaa yi dugal xaalis boobu jël nañ ko dugal nañ ko xam nga dem nañ si African Cup of Nations bi soo ñu ngi ñëwaat di ñaanaat leen ma ne leen waa yéen ñit yi defal nañ leen loolu ok loolu dafa confirm ne ñooñu dugal nañ leen xaalis foofu ñi defal nañ leen lii nii yëpp defal nañ leen lii léegi ngeen dem ba African Cup of Nations ngeen ñëw at least foog leen ne yéen ngeen owe those people the courtesy nga leen ne ok buñ demee lii leen defee xaalis bii leen amoon lii leen jëlee si yéen lii leen si fii leen ko dugal but non gars yi duñ def loolu noonu so ma laajte ko Ibrahima ma ne ko léegi why didn't the NCC have that courtesy for those people mu ne ma okay that question la mu ne the report is there it's in Ministry of Finance go and check it and like who man lay dem uti Ministry of Finance di ko lijjanti but also journalist yi tamit xam nga foofu leen dee waxee gars yi ñoom tamit su fekkee de mu foofu noonu journaliste tam mënoon na ko mënoon naa génne that report then and then someone publish it loolu tam mu foofu noonu tamit xam nga so ku wax li wax la leen su fekkee ne report bang fa actually I mean journalist mënoon naa dem foofu noonu find report bi then publish it
we all want to go to Ivory Coast bul faade
mais waaw seen boss ba fa nekk de Moussa Cissé mooy journalist seen boss tamit kenn du laal
dama man gëm naa ne am na jox ñoom yu dem pour tootoo report uti report bi duñ leen ko jox amul leen ko jox bu ñu ji naa boy su gaa bu amul ko bu joxee génne ko bu yàgga
génne ko bu yàgga dégga ba pare boy cee ñu laal si biir tuuti boo tam si African Cup of Nations preparation bi la versi ak nga ñu nga fi nga reveal nga ne waaw Seni okay go ahead before ma jëm si cee
2 weeks ago gis naa ne logistics team bi dem nañ foofu Côte d'Ivoire whole stadium nu mel with the hotel so dem nañ fa whole daal so ñëw nañ but ki dégul gaay gaay ñu fa gis so li lañ jëw you have to come out nga tell Gambians lu fa nekk and transactions yu fa happen man dama ko gisoon si benn TV station laa ko gisoon Côte d'Ivoire ñoo ko doon génne so I was like wow Gambians yi xamuñ ne that they were there in Ivory Coast so
wow
they said it
so something
it was on Thursday if I'm not wrong then on Saturday Lamin Jassé dafa dem ak team to Ivory Coast we hope pull fans wara dem ak things like that understand
no Seri lu ma wax mooy after them because moom lu mu la wax ne moom gis na report already in Ivory Coast TV about Gambia seen being in Ivory Coast right and then doing their findings there but loolu noonu nekkaangut on Gambian domain unless nga dem si Ivorian domain so like even though it's our information like the Ivorians are getting that information before ñu ko am that's the thing which is xam nga at the end of the day I said
man foofu duma blame gars yi ñan lay blame foofu ñan lay attaque suñu media outlet
yeah absolutely
ñun tam lu ñu bëgg a liggéey dafa yomb trop da nga bëgg a toog ñu indi la information orange
da ko uti de waaye dégg nga ñu ñëpp si leen bokka
all journalist sa living comme nga event comme nawetaan yi nii gars yi ñëw nawetaan bi nga war a jox gars yi passe bu gars yi ñibbi. Does that make sense?
waaw affaire la
pour am li moo binda pour yóbbaale ko mu bata suñu sam bi jël ci page
definitely che yeah, but anyway ñu dem si jazzy si boy ñu dem si jazzy si man tam dégg naa rumor si like and I get it from a very reliable source to be honest. I get the information about the jazzy from very reliable source ne Omro will be the jerseys that they will wear in the African Cup of Nations. waxoon nga ko fi waaye ñu ñëpp tax yéen a cee boo jëlee information boobu noonu boo déggee loolu waaye ñu ngi door di dégga de guy even si space bi on Friday sa waa ji ñëw na foofu Mustafa because we all know Musa is very reliable himself. He works with the jersey mu ne moom mi ngi si procurement team bi actually he did not reveal in terms of who which company like I choose, but one there was a bit with them through. Puma new for one, Omro new for one, Macron new for one, Salamega and another bit. Understand? Then what guy making decision? So decision information will be out to public. It will be out for the public. But man bala lol man dego na about ne Omro len choose be pare. So man maa ngi taw fu ma taxaw daal fu mu nekk nii ne Omro la publish ma ko nag postu ma ko si suñ page bi waaye man maa ngi taw fu ma taxaw ne Omro la because suma source bu ma ko jox is quite reliable. wala sax waaw lu ma si jaaxal rek mooy
dama si xeeb daal garaaw
non ci yow tay boo ñëwee yow tam da nga wax dégg naa yow da nga ne dégg naa xam nga yow nekk la woon source man noonu laa wax nag fu mu nekk nii it's like from direct. Understand? I get it from not necessarily from like Degana. I get it from Koku Moko Jails that information from because he's working with them. He's working with them. Like he's not working.
In coming weeks, Dinga Gambia, national team bi ni ak Omro ni ngelan jazzy was am nañ da agreement waxon na lu waxuma Degana de may lu am la nga ne ay show may
okay.
Understand? may la li ma xam si gars football bari na fu mu ñëw di ko wax fii dëkk bi tas
de waaye 20 days den décédé ci man lu ma si gën a naxari mooy man maa ngi am suma sala jazz yi maa ngi leen aj fii yaa ngi ca ba maa ngi am gars yëpp di xaar African Cup of Nations bi léegi ñu ngi def African Cup of Nations like waaw seeni waaw
what happened to those jazzes buñ génne woon septembre noonu
loolu yàgguti loolu lay man bo maa ngi ni jënd si ñaar man jënd naa si
yeah so
because I was looking forward to the African Cup of Nations
yes
taw
xam nga ni su nekkoon si
dina nice yu sa taw yu gën a korok yi ngay
waaw suñu bés yi balaa ngeen dugg foofu du la aje léegi li su nekkoon like for example like I give you a proper setting. Of course, I don't want to compare, but let's say Bruno Fernandes may play Manchester United. I will even use same club, Manchester United, because Nyari Manchester would not use Liverpool. But I will Bruno Fernandes number 18 last all Manchester United, right? Boom changes. So change number 18. But last season be start. Let's say go play best season be like season be start now. Decide to never number 8 be season be them to but just last season be start. You know, I'm not fans to send jerseys from that time, what they usually do is Bruno Fernandes have fun usually clubs they have fun anybody who could jëndoon mo fun wala club bi ñu fun ko usually player bi moko fun if they make the decision understand player bi moko fun mu fay club fans yooyu noonu yëpp seen jersey gars yi ñu ñëw xëy na mu jox leen a sign jersey then mu gars yi ñu jënd beneen jersey bu ees bi understand with the Bruno Fernandes number 8 because duñu war a sol number 18 fekk Bruno Fernandes mi ngi sol number 15 so the same thing la duñu war a sol suñu saala jersey yi nii ñun ñëpp ñu amee suñu saala jersey yi ñu ngi ko jëndoon ba pare di pare African Cup of Nations bi léegi African Cup bi jot na respect ko ñu di ñun gars yi yaakaar pour ñu jënd seen stuff yi they are not showing us any form of respect dañoo make any decision at any time then xam nga even though this information génnaangu but it is coming 20 days before kan mooy am and also from the point of view of marketing it's not helping them from the point of view of marketing it's not helping them because doo mën a isi understand def ma naxari because ñaari vers yu ma jëna nii def ma naxari ba si kanam yàlla naxari na ma understand so léegi from the marketing point of view like personally if I wanted to have it if I am so desperate to have it I cannot have it because the omro duñ ko jaay in Japan duñ ko jaay di other living so xëy na not people said nañ am access pour jënd ko in that time nañ mun a am that amount of stock in place because we all know naka lay demee Gambia sara ok stock baa ngee ñëw façon yooyu noonu ndax nit ñi nañ ko jënd sax xam nga ak time bi state bu Gambia football bi nekk right now like it's so wrong it's super wrong wow
what do I say is called professionalism. That's what we don't have. That's what we lack. More reality. You were there. You saw when they were doing the launching of the new jerseys. Then go sign what tabli for no. Martel Solves Adidas, was here Adidas. They get Salah. You know everything, Chama. So this will be a surprise. I know you are saying 100% understand now. Understand? But Chama, you won't have sending in.
No, why man do my nonsense?
You didn't know what you're
Proper unveiling word.
If you want to beat the system, then join the system.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm never joining that system. Man, mo balal naden. Same system be balal naden. Boy, we have another something very important. Tey over jail time nak maa ngi wax rek ci caaxaan suma wax bi bari na. Over jail time. We have another important thing to discuss. This one. Chamagen bi. FIFA forward bi. FIFA forward report bi. Development activities from 2016 to 2022. That is a 7-year span. 7-year span FIFA ga ngi reveal lini. And of course, suñ gaay ñu fa. Gambia, we benefited from FIFA for about 11.4 million during that period. So I said 5.5 million, which is about $330 million. So dollar bit of about 60. Operation cost dollars guy 4.2 million projects. Monica send FIFA goal project stadium send parky 1.3 million travels and 0.4 million equipments. Gagné pare nañ project yi de soo ko seetee ba seet project yi
ban currency
no dama ko change into like in dollars and dollars like in so the screen bi you are seeing 5.5 million so lolu is about $330 million right so say 4.2 million for projects it is about $252 million I said 1.3 million for travels it was about $78 million on like give or take. Then you say equipment about $24 million so changing from $0.4 million. So Lula. Coach, chama report bi. Gañu ne stadium yi pare nañ de ak parks yi. Ñaara la gaay pare. Naka la?
Parks.
Bangi pare na di. Bangi pare na bako pare na. Is pare na.
Brika pare na.
Brika pare na.
Manjay.
Pare na.
So wow, like tell how it's been ak project su fa gaay lu gaay def fofu nonu do you think they live in na jaar na yoon anything to show for the 4.2 million ne dugana fofu nonu develop nañ especially when it comes to infrastructure
tam li won nañ ko several times ba sona just last semester li won nañ ko halis bu wala dem su project yëpp ñu ko seen national team bi loolu mooy réalité bi understand te ñu ne indi pour ñu inspection bi FIFA ñu indi last time ko ñu xana si son Sénégal or from Ghana Sénégal la jógee right Sénégal la jógee caaw ñun xam ne ñu ngi opéré ñu ne la da nga ñëw ñu jola 5-star hotel ñoo jola brand enveloppe ñu waxtaan nga ñëw nga xool nga tik yëpp soo demee nga def FIFA ne mu ngi dëggal lu ngay def dëggal yoo xam nga li ma wax because FIFA seen hierarchies di ñëw fii di xool loolu
non
understand mooy loolu daal lii yëpp daal ñu jël seen responsabilité ñoom tam
Wow, okay. Why suñ ko seetee this is what they did. They say infrastructure-wise, stadiums, I would say parks, 5 stadiums. Let's say guy renovate. playing surface yu espal yu si gars yi leneen benn ak beneen bi gars yi ñu rénover ko then technical center bi moo nekk FIFA goal project bi which is supposed to xam nga house the national team when they come to the lifin boobu tamit gars yi lifin nañ ko dox nañ fa xaalis ba pare soo seetlee national team bi there were competition there were 3 national team nga tamit léegi-léegi dañ dee wax fii ne national team bi naka laa ko waxee government be they have full responsibility, but GFF also gets some money regarding the national team, especially in competitions and stuff like that. You can see
no question. Senior team.
See, but there is no specific when it comes to the senior national team. That's what I mean. Because they just say national teams. National teams as an umbrella. 4.2 million for Dugal. Of course, if you look at that 4.2 million, if you break it down, it's not a lot, right? Yeah, divide it into 7. You are talking about less than 700,000 per year. And they talk about how many national team I'm ga female team B, I'm ga male team B, senior team B, I'm ga youth team C. Just senior team B playing in 6 games this year, this calendar year. So it's a senior team B, like even that money of let's say if it was 1 million, let's say, which is not, is even less than 1 million. Let's say that is about 60,000. Little known that is not funding the senior national team, their activities. At least, because if you're going to play with Gambia, it will be much cheaper and all those kind of things. Stadium, logistics, hotel, and all those kind of things will be much cheaper. But that is not the case. And we are playing abroad, so we are not getting much from that. We are just spending without getting anything. So yeah, but Seni, let me come to you regarding this report. I'm sure that you have been following Gambian football, especially during that period, very well. Yes. What do you make of the report? Do you see anything to show for the money that they receive in terms of development?
We've seen that there are certain parts which were not complete. So this report doesn't go in line with that. So I don't know how this came about. I also saw a Ghanaian journalist, Gary Smith Momtamit, he highlighted, Gambia doing deaf, understand. But again, no local with the realities, I don't think, that's in the ground or that's on the ground, understand. So I went through the report, but again, I was confused because, so really happened, I think that's going to be a problem. The stakeholders in Union, we all have a responsibility to put business that you want to take. You understand. For me, that since this is given again, so we need to have a look at it, and I need more time, dig into it more. That we have been honest with our people or not.
I think this was more of a summary. This was more of a summary of the report. So it needs more digging. It needs more understanding what is going on, what is going on in terms of the finances. And sometimes when they say something, what does it really mean? What does a national team mean? Like Coach Yange one, maybe it's the senior, it's the junior categories. The senior is not involved, and those kind of confusions. Maybe if we clear all those things and then we do a proper analysis of what happened, maybe we can come to the end of it, to the bottom of it. Yeah.
I'm going to start. We will start January. We'll start 2023. There are guidelines in that. So when you go in line with that, I'm gonna upload. So I'm sure you're gonna like a good guide going forward. You happen or not. So these are things you have that there's a lot of things you have the one on call. Technicality, it's huge here, it's huge,
Yeah. So like you say, like come guidelines, you have to do this before you can get this money.
Yes.
That was not necessarily the case. It was not as strict like as it is now. This like the FIFA for the recent one, that is the most strict one when it comes to that. Yeah. But anyways, I think we could have talked more on that, but no go ahead. It needs more digesting before before you real. But anyways, Che, do you have any other things to say about that, about the FIFA forward report, or else we can call it a day? Huh?
Jegal na.
Jegal nga leen. Kon mooy loolu. But anyways, any final words before we close the show today?
Yeah, happy to be here as usual. Like, discuss Gambian football, this is our passion. So obviously, soon we'll share our ideas. Then you can sit and continue, like, and them YouTube, keep watching it. Understand? That's very important. And come like, group is growing. So obviously, mom, happy to be here as usual. Like, it's more cool with you, So I'm happy to be here. It's a pleasure.
maa ngi yóbbu show bi tey 1 hour 37 minutes lii moo tax Thie mu war a nekk host bi host general man ma mun a retire.
Last week 1 hour cut. 1 hour cut.
boy final words you close.
Waaw di jaajëfal ñëpp di leen joxaat dig daje ba Tuesday inshallah mu ñu war a yéen si review and preview of the National League.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah. Well, I think are approaching. We are approaching the end of the year, and and that means African Cup of Nations is getting nearer and nearer. So coming and go here. Hopefully during the African Cup, so we will have a lot of coverage for you guys. Coming in any game with international team and of course, like here this week, the league, the GFF league, we have the regular updates on the preview and the review of game weeks that just ended and stuff like that. And also foreign based players, we cover their progression over the course of the week and the midweek. Even though this week I didn't record the midweek version, but we'll be back during the week for the weekend version of the foreign based players update. But yeah, the show has been long because I'm rusty. I'm a figure motor. 1 week regular loss. That's why I'm overload. But anyways, Jeff guys. We had been rendezvous inshallah next week for the Gambia football show. We'll be back here and hopefully more interesting stuff will come up. Say Niche, so my guy they gonna be new def ko nonu be benen yoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.